What is going on, YouTube Nation? TheJohnnySparx here, bringing you a UFC demo. The commentary in this is post-commentary. Please watch and enjoy. Alright, so here we have me playing the UFC demo. I've already got this game paid for, pre-ordered, bought off the PSN. I was going to get it from GameStop. I had it probably about a little over two-thirds of the way paid off. They're not doing a midnight release where I'm at. Don't really feel like getting up at 10 o'clock in the morning, dragging the kids out, going to the store. So I just went ahead, got me some PSN cards, downloaded off the store for pre-order. So at 12:01, I'll download it, wake up in the morning when the wife goes to work, 6, 7 o'clock, and have at it. Basically, right now, I'm playing against John Jones. I'm Gustafsson, or Gustafsson, however you say his name. And the reason I'm him is not because I particularly like him. It's just that, in this demo, Jones definitely puts off more of a challenge. I'm doing pretty good here. I'm still learning the transitions, how to do the ground game. I'm going to try for some submissions here in a little bit. Basically, there is some reminiscence of UFC undisputed games, but there's also differences, and I like that. First and foremost, as you can see on the screen, the submission mini game is phenomenal. I'm not going to say it's flawless because I definitely see some form of exploitation in there with people, trying to DC glitch and things like that. I definitely see that possible. However, it's way better than just, doing a wizard on the right stick, shining it. Because with turbo controllers, people are coming out in past games submitting you within the first 5 seconds with Rampage Jackson. Completely unbelievable, and it was a game breaker. And I also know that EA has already said that they're going to really watch people who cheat and purposely quit online this year, and there's going to be some stiff penalties, ultimately resulting in an account ban. I agree with that. I like that because I don't like it when people get on there and they cheat, and they glitch and stuff like that. So those people got to go. They got to stay off the leaderboards. They got to quit messing the game up for other people. So this basically is a 3-round fight. Spoiler alert: I get knocked out. I had a couple close calls. I had Jones wobbly, got him with some good head kicks. There's one right there. But I'm looking to finish, and the guy that I'm controlling, he doesn't have very good finishing skills. On top of that, Jones has got a pretty good chin, so that's why I didn't finish the job here. Now I got some really clean roundhouse kicks there, or spinning kicks rather. Got him with a clean. See, I thought the fight was over right here. I caught him clean with the haymaker, got a spinning kick on him as he's falling out. I thought that was the end of the fight. And that's what I like about this game. It does add a little bit more depth, a little bit more realism. To whereas, when you're really watching UFC, sometimes, you think the fight's over and it still goes, just like in this game or so far in the demo. And then there's times you're thinking, well, I don't see why the fight's over. That came out of nowhere. That also happens in this demo. I've played my brother, couch co-op or competitive rather, and it's fun stuff. We've gone to the judges. I got screwed by the judges. It's a funny thing. There's a lot more realism in this game. We had a 3-round fight. We both know, hands down, I won all 3 rounds. I had more takedowns. He took more damage, but the judge gave him a unanimous decision. So it's little funny things like that. Either way, no big deal. It's realism. People get screwed out of matches all the time by the judges, and that's why Dana White tells people never leave it in the hands of the judges because they will take advantage, and sometimes they don't always call it the way it needs to be called. So basically, right here, getting close to the midpoint of the second round, I'm doing pretty good. To the top game. I'm trying to figure out the transitions still. Like, I know how to do the transitions. I'm basically just figuring out, is it a quarter turn? with the stick to get into this position? Is it a half a turn? Is it three-fourths of a turn? You know, kind of like it was with Undisputed. You know, I was fairly decent at Undisputed, you know, both '09, 2010, and, you know, Undisputed 3. And you know, that's why this game's not as hard for me to pick up because I, you know, played in Plat on the Sony PlayStation 3, all three of the previous titles. Again, though, there is a little bit difference in this one as far as, you know, blocking takedowns, blocking head kicks, body kicks, leg kicks. You know, for little kids, yeah, they can pick it up and they can play, they can have fun. You know, my three sons, they'll be able to play each other and, you know, and they can play me and I'll take it easy on them and whatnot. You know, in order to be competitive with this game, it's not a pick up and play type of game. You've got to really put some practice into it. Some people have to practice more than others, you know, because there is a steep learning curve, you know, with the sticks, the button commands, and everything. But once you put that time into this game, it'll be very, very rewarding. You know, when you come out with a flash KO or you get submission of the night. It's one of those that I've heard some people think that the steep learning curve on the controls is going to turn people away, and I will concede to that point. To a certain degree, I do believe it will turn a small amount of people away, but I personally believe it will bring in more people because it's not a simple pick up and play button masher. You know, it's something that, you know, if you put the time into it, you're going to be good and you're going to have good matches. And I feel that, you know, somebody who has years experience with these games and does the learning curve on this new title, I believe they'll be pretty dominant online. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, you know, you'll be top in the world, top on the leaderboards, this and that, but I do see you winning more than losing. You know, I definitely see that being the case with me. Now, by no means am I trying to be conceited or cocky, but I know, like, this is one of my games. You know, I enjoy this game. I put time and effort into this game, and I've had, you know, fights in the past games where I've completely, you know, walked the dog on people, and then I've had plenty of fights to where I get my butt handed to me in no time. So it's just one of those things. There's a game plan for everybody, and, you know, in retrospect, there's a game plan for your game plan. So it's really just, you know, who plays theirs the best. Now, as you can see, you know, we are getting ready to be a couple minutes into the third round. You know, and at this point, I've been rocked a couple times. I've rocked Jones a few times. And, you know, I'm thinking, okay, you know, I've got this fight. You know, I'm going to win this. But, you know, lo and behold, out of nowhere, you know, Jones starts throwing those legs, and I get caught to the face right there, and boom, good night. He caught me with an uppercut and did the little wheel kick. That's all she wrote. So anyway, that's the demo. You know, I've got a lot more of this coming out. I'm really glad you guys stopped in and watched. You know, stick around. I've got more UFC coming. And, of course, everybody knows I got Ultimate Team coming soon. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.